Welcome back to GDT Tech Reviews. In this video we are going to do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best Honor phones under $1,500, 2022. So let us get started and the review based on our studies and small research. If you have any personal suggestion, do let us know in the comment section. If you are for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon for more videos. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use to for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. So let's get started. The Honor 9A has a 6.3-inch LCD display with a resolution of 720 by 1600. The screen has an aspect ratio of 20:9 and an 88.4% screen-to-body ratio thanks to the relatively small bezels around the edge of the screen. It's not quite the edgeless display that we see in flagship smartphones, but the black borders here are small and unobtrusive. The aspect ratio is in line with basically all current smartphones, maximizing screen size while ensuring the device is comfortable and easy to use. We had no issues reaching the far corners of the touchscreen when using the Honor 9A. The screen is obviously lower quality than you'll find with more high-end smartphones which have 1080p or even QHD AMOLED displays, but we found that the 720p Plus display here is more than adequate for watching YouTube videos via the website, since there is no YouTube app, of course. It also looks fine when scrolling through web pages or between apps. When you're looking at budget smartphones, the camera is almost always the first thing on the chopping block when companies are looking to save costs. From the X3D gradient pattern on the rear to the notchless display on the front and pop-up camera on the top, the X Pro looks almost identical to the 9X. But there are some subtle differences like a matte finish along the sides, giving the phone a distinct touch, and an all-glass back instead of the plastic finish on the 9X. On the rear there's a triple lens setup with a modest bump. The fingerprint scanner has moved to the side underneath a pair of tactile volume buttons and doubles as a power button. The scanner's convenient location makes quick work of unlocking the phone while preventing accidental input. The top houses the phone's hybrid SIM tray and one of the phone's coolest features, a pop-up selfie camera that rolls out when the front-facing snapper is engaged. It takes a couple of seconds to wheel out, meaning no impromptu selfies, but feels durable and sturdy enough to last a good while. The display on the front is a 6.6-inch IPS LCD panel with Full HD Plus resolution. While it's not as vibrant as an OLED panel available on other similarly priced budget phones, it's got great results for an LCD panel. Colors are rich, details are sharp along with decent contrast and viewing angles, making watching videos and playing games a great experience. The Honor 9X Pro's triple camera setup is the same as the 9X and initial results are more or less similar to the 9X. The main shooter is a 48MP sensor along with an 8MP ultra-wide lens followed by a 2MP depth sensor. The phone is rumored to come with a 6.67-inch touchscreen display offering a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. Honor 50 Lite is expected to be powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 662 processor and come with 4 GB of RAM. The Honor 50 Lite is rumored to run Android 11 and is expected to be powered by a 4300 mAh non-removable battery. The Honor 50 Lite supports proprietary fast charging. As far as the cameras are concerned, the Honor 50 Lite is rumored to pack a quad rear camera setup featuring a 64-megapixel primary camera, an 8-megapixel camera, a 2-megapixel camera, and a 2-megapixel camera. The rear camera setup has autofocus. It is rumored to sport a single front camera setup for selfies, a 16-megapixel primary camera. The Honor 50 Lite runs Magic UI 5.0, is based on Android 11 and packs 64 GB of inbuilt storage. The Honor 50 Lite is tipped to be a dual SIM mobile that will accept nano SIM and nano SIM cards. It bears a glass body. Connectivity options on the Honor 50 Lite are said to include Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth V5.00, NFC, and USB Type-C. Sensors on the phone are rumored to include fingerprint sensor. On first impression, the Honor Magic 4 Pro's screen is rich in zing and vibrancy, and is bright too. It's an LTPO OLED panel, which explains the color pop, and it gets as bright as 1000 nits, which should make seeing what's going on easy in all but the brightest climes. Measuring 6.8 inches, the screen matches the Galaxy S22 Ultra size-wise, and with a resolution of 1312 by 2848, it sports a nice and sharp 460p pixel density, as well as a relatively wide screen 19.5:9 aspect ratio. Honor has also done some cool stuff with the screen's flicker rate, cranking it up to 1920 Hz. This makes for a more comfortable viewing experience according to Honor. That's versus the iPhone, which caps out at 480 Hz. In the flesh, of course, we couldn't tell the difference when holding the phones side by side, but when filming the Magic 4 Pro, it didn't display as much banding as an iPhone. On the back of the phone, housed in that attention-grabbing ring are 4 cameras. The telephoto periscope camera sits in the center with its 64MP resolution, f/3.5 aperture and 90mm focal length, taking its zoom range to around 3.5 times that of the primary camera's focal length. As with the Oppo Find X5 Pro, the wide and ultra-wide cameras are both 50MP, but unlike Oppo's latest flagship, the wide camera of the Honor Magic 4 Pro sports a far superior sensor with its larger size, a wider aperture of f/1.8, and superior autofocus. The fourth camera around the back is a time-of-flight depth sensor, while on the front are 2 selfie cameras, a 12MP ultra-wide with a 100-degree field of view, and another time-of-flight depth sensor. Given the telephoto camera's optical zoom combined with its 64MP high-resolution sensor, Honor claims the Magic 4 Pro is actually a great digital zoomer too, reaching ranges of 100 times zoom, though in our brief tests, that's pushing it. 30 to 40 times zoom is probably where you'll want to draw the line. With a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset and either 8GB or 12GB of RAM, the Honor Magic 4 Pro goes toe-to-toe with the latest from Oppo, Realme, Samsung, and Xiaomi. Honor has also added its special sauce for better gaming, GPU Turbo, which it claims boosts performance. The Honor 50 is curiously similar in terms of design to the Huawei Nova 9, right down to the dimensions, weight and rear camera design. The companies may have divorced, but it's apparent they're not quite over each other just yet. The device measures 160 by 73.8 by 7.8 mm and is quite light, weighing in at just 175 grams. The curved screen makes the device comfortable to hold in the hand, but the subtle angling at the sides of this phone minimizes accidental touches on the edge of the display. The easy-to-reach power button on the right edge is an added bonus. The phone has a USB-C port, used for charging as well as data transfers, but no 3.5mm headphone jack. Sorry, fans of wired audio, you'll have to use wireless headphones, or get a USB-C adapter. I am a fan of the Honor 50 display. It's a 6.57-inch OLED panel with a full HD++ resolution, 120 Hz refresh rate and 300 Hz touch input rate. The display curves at the edges and is broken up by a cutout for the front camera at the center of the top edge. Those are some average specs for a phone of this price, but when the average display is so good looking, that's no bad thing. The display is punchy, with bold colors and a commendable max brightness, and it made games and streamed videos look good.